Today we're going to look at an album that's just celebrated its 25th birthday, born on the 8th of June 1999. Eh? What? This one? No, not that one.
Chatting Tracks. Let's talk music.
Alright, it's Robbie, it's Chatting Tracks, let's talk music indeed. Welcome to today's episode. Today we're going to look at the album Californication from the Red Hot Chilli Peppers that just turned 25. I remember when it came out, it was absolutely everywhere. You go in a shop, you'd hear it in a shop, it was on telly, it was on cars driving past you. You could not escape the album. It was absolutely fantastic. But let's find out why it was so successful, shall we? But before we do, let's take a look at the Chili Peppers before the album came out. So Blood Sugar Sex Magik came out and it just catapulted them to mega stardom in the early 90s. Honestly, their album titles are impossible to say. And, you know, they're huge stars at this point. But then by the time we get to the mid to late 90s, the band's having a bit of trouble. You know, there's lineup changes, there's personal struggles, and various things are going on. One Hot Minute was released in 1995, and that was an album that didn't really work. It had a new guitar player on it because Frusciante was gone. And it kind of was just one of those albums that's a bit hit or miss, you know. Aeroplane's on it, which is a great track. But the rest of it is kind of take it or leave it. I've heard it a few times. I'm not a big fan of it, but you know, it's in their catalogue, so I'm going to play it at some point eventually anyway. In 1998, John Frusciante rejoined the band again after he left in 92 because he had some personal problems. Now, if you know that man's journey, it's absolutely incredible. I'm so pleased he's around today making music and playing guitar, but the way it was going, it looked like it wasn't going to. If you get a chance to dig into it, I don't want to talk about it, but absolutely amazing. Him coming back definitely shaped the sound and the direction of the album Californication, and it just pushed the musical direction into a brand new area, and thank God he did. The album was produced by a longtime friend and co-producer Rick Rubin, who did Blood Sugar Sex Magik. He's one of those producers that just lets the band bring the songs to him and they evolve, and he just tweaks little bits and just makes it absolutely amazing. He's got such a great style. Some people say he does nothing. I think he does everything. I think he's absolutely amazing. His minimal style, you know, let the band's raw energy and emotion come through, and it marked a departure from their heavy funk sound of their previous albums, and it just gave it more melodic and introspective elements, which is what I think they needed. The lyrics were written by Anthony Kiedis and explored the themes of California, what a surprise, fame, love and personal introspection. And I think the album really, really does hit home in 1999, and that's why it marks that period for me in their catalogue, and I just love it. I think it's a great album. The album was a commercial success for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and it cemented their place in rock history. It got to number 3 on the Billboard Top 200 and stayed on that chart for 101 weeks. That's amazing. But it's not surprising because everywhere you went in 1999/2000, you could hear it. It was in, you know, it was in cars. You walk into a shop, it was in there. I had it. I played it constantly. It was a really hot summer, as I remember, and it just everyone was out blasting it. And it's a fantastic album as well. It topped the charts in Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. And as of today, it's sold 15 million copies worldwide, making it one of the band's best-selling albums. But let's take a look at some of the standout tracks and find out why it's such a remarkable album. Around the World kicks off the album, which is a massive, energetic track, and it showcases the band's signature rock, funk sort of signatures. Flea's bass line is absolutely amazing on it, and it has such an infectious rhythm. After that, you've got the darker song of Parallel Universe. Frusciante's guitar work is amazing in this, and it had just depth and layers to a song which wouldn't have been there if he wasn't there. Fantastic stuff. Following that, you've got Scar Tissue, the Grammy Award-winning single and one of the most beloved songs by the band. Its mellow, reflective tone and poignant lyrics resonates deeply with the listener, and Frusciante's minimal work is evocative and yet thoughtful during his solo. It's an amazing track. How can you not have heard it? It's incredible. After that, you've got Outside, which explores the themes of addiction and recovery. It's haunting and hopeful, and it's one of those songs that just keeps you hanging on when you can't. When I'm down, that's definitely one of those songs I have to go to because I just need that boost, and that song reminds me that everything's going to be all right. I hope it does the same for you. Californication dives into the darker side of Hollywood in the pursuit of fame. Its introspective lyrics and captivating melody just makes it an album essential. If you took this song off, not only being the title track, it just wouldn't be the same album. I just think it's an amazing track, and I'm so pleased it's on there. And I think it gives you a guide to where the band's going next, and you can sort of hear the direction they're going to go in. Road tripping. Closing this album is an acoustic gem that is an ode to friendship and adventure. Its serene vibe provides a perfect end to the journey that is Californication, and it's perfect just to end the album off. When they do it right. Californication left an indelible mark on the music world. Its influence can be seen in countless artists who've cited the album as a major influence, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers themselves went off into creative journeys which has took them where they are today, and I think it's full credit to them because they pushed themselves further than they've ever done before after this album. And you know, some of the music they produced has been absolutely incredible. It just solidified them as being one of the greatest rock bands of all time. So thanks for joining me on this journey into Californication at 25 years old. What do you think of the album? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What's your favourite album by the Chillis? What's your favourite single by them? And have you seen them live? I saw them live, they're absolutely fantastic. But I'd love to know your opinion on it as well. While you're here, why not check out the rest of the channel? I've got reaction videos, I've got deep dives, I've got interviews, and I've got live streams as well. Now the big ask, if you can subscribe, that'd be absolutely amazing. They get to talk about music all day long, which is what I love doing, and do more deep dives into albums. It means I'll have time to do it. Who wouldn't want time to do that? If you've done it already, thank you so much. Absolutely amazing. You got me closer to my dream of talking about music all day long. So thank you so much for that. Anyway, this has been my dive into the album, and I'll see you on the next one. Love and peace.